All right. So again, I hate to, say it, but a lot of people in life want to have something and do absolutely nothing. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It will give you that right now feeling, but it won't ever work out in the long run. So I advise everybody to do, whoever wants to invest in real estate and invest in, beauty, entertainment, whatever you do, focus on it lasting long term. And it can benefit you short term, but also make sure it benefits you long term. So you don't want anything to benefit you right then and there, and then you get a lifestyle, you come up here, and then you have to drop back down because you didn't plant your seed deep enough into the ground. So I had to get my mind and my actions together so I can overcome all the obstacles I had in life and come out to do what I wanted to do and do what I needed to do to create a better lifestyle for myself. So I will say one thing, one core value is to have the emotions. Be okay with going through the ups and downs, because anything that you have in life is going to go up and it's coming going down. I mean, that's life in general. So don't expect, when you jump in something as real estate, to think everything's going to be perfect. What you put in, you get out, because sometimes you may not get what you put in. So you have to do your homework, you have to get educated about it, and make sure you believe in yourself, and you make sure you do your homework. So I will say that, once you do your homework, once you believe in yourself, and you dedicate and do and sacrifice, you will definitely get what you put in, double in the return. So always invest in yourself, and not just the financial ways, but every other way that you can, to make sure your dreams come true and you profit from them from now and 10 years later. That's what you want. You want to make sure you secure your future. All right. So another thing is, you have to take accountability for your actions. You cannot run away from your responsibilities at all. You cannot do that. So if you stay out all night, you drink with your friends, tomorrow you have a closing at 9 o'clock, you get to your closing late, that's not a good look for you. That's not a good look for anybody. So for me to say this, you have to make sure you're responsible into what you're invested in, yourself, and the reflection that you give off from yourself to your business. It all has a balance. So you want to make sure that balance is pretty much balanced. Nobody's perfect, but you want to try to be as balanced as you can. So that will take you a long way of building more relationships, and have trust. Have people have trust more in you and what you stand for and what you're capable of doing if you're responsible for yourself and you take responsibilities for your own actions. So keep that in mind. All right, so if you guys wrap all that into, what do you need for, to get yourself invested, to invest in anything that you want to do. A lot of people follow and say, hey, I want to do this because others doing this. Hey, I want to do this because it seems to be working for somebody else. Just try, and that's okay, but just try to actually figure out what you want to do. And once you do that, it may be the same direction, but make sure you want to do what you want to do, and you're passionate about it, and your abilities to, overcome everything, obstacles in life. Would you still be wanting to do the same thing that you see others doing? Because everybody, shows, hey, I flipped this house and made this profit, or I bought this house and I have a renter paying X amount of dollars. But nobody tells you how hard it is, how much you can lose money in, buying a home, or, the foundation's cracked, or the contractors are not as good as they say they are. It's a lot of principles and a lot of things that you have to really take account for when you're investing, even if you're doing real estate, as I'm speaking of. But I will tell you that if you do your homework, you make sure everything's good on your end, it still may be a little, few kinks you have to, but you're better off than just somebody saying, hey, following somebody say, hey, buy this house, get this profit. It sounds good. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just letting you guys know that it is a risk to everything you do in life. You know, a lot of us know that, but just because somebody states that, hey, I bought this house, I got this profit, doesn't mean that it was that easy. You know, so it does take a lot of sacrifices, time, dedication, money, and etc. So just keep that in mind for when you think about, you know, jumping into real estate or doing what you want to do, because it's going to have to take time, dedication, and sacrifices, a lot of it. So just keep that in mind. And hey, once you get that, hey, it may be as easy as one and then profit. You know, you buy something, you profit. You buy something, you profit. Hey, it may be that. All right, guys. So it is a lot of things that you can do. Little small things you can do to renovate a house, renovate a condo, anything you want to do. It's a lot of little steps you can do to actually make a property look amazing. So I'm gonna tell you what you guys can do. You know, choosing the paint colors. Paint colors is number one. You never want to go with a paint color that absolutely nobody likes, you know. So choosing paint, choosing a color combination. So like I have behind me right here, you have a I say gray, you have a darker gray, and you have the lighter white and darker countertops and the wood floor. I will show you guys that in a few, but everything ties in together. You know, you don't have, you know, purple walls, green countertops, and whatever. So, you know, just to throw some crazy out there. You don't have that. You have something that's more neutral, that everybody may like, that somebody's gonna like. Somebody's gonna like this. You may not like it, but hey, your buyer may like it. So that's a thing to make sure everything is color schemes is tying all together. So you know, pick your accessories out for the high end. Get the high end stuff. You know, you cut costs, people will see it. You know, if you would never go to a, you know, car dealership and buy a dirty car and that's on E, you know, they got their profit, you're not happy, it's just not a good thing. So you always want to go ahead and put your money where your investment is. So high-end accessories, as you can tell right here, these right here is perfect example. It's pretty, you know, it's moderate, but it looks beautiful. Walk around here and show you guys, you know, nice ceiling fans, stuff like that. So, and even right here, you know, with the faucet, everything is, you know, high end. Everything looks good. So, and another thing, a big thing, oh, I cannot stress this enough. Wow, I cannot stress this enough. Detail. Find you a contractor. If whoever works on your property, make sure they pay attention to detail. And as I say detail, I'm talking bare down to the caulk lines around your countertops, the flooring. Make sure everything is cut well, everything ties in well. Because what you don't want to have is somebody come in your house and look up in the ceiling where you have just bad things, you know what I mean? Just waves on the walls, you know, countertops half caulked, stuff like that. Because that's gonna automatically tell somebody, hey, whoever did this house probably cut a lot of corners. So you don't want to just jump straight into, you know, somebody doubting the work that you put into this house. So, you know, make sure, you know, whoever working on your house, if you're even working on your house, make sure you do not cut corners, and make sure you're very attention to detail. Okay. All right, is another thing. Make sure that you know the area that you're putting your house in and how much. Do your homework. You know, just because you have a house in the middle of such area, and you know such area down the street is, you know, they're selling houses for double yours. Make sure you do your homework for your house in your neighborhood and work around your comps before you put any money into it. Because what you don't want to happen is if you have $100,000 house, you spend $30,000 in repair costs and renovations and stuff like that, and you expect it to make a profit, and then the house down the street only sell for 110, you lose money. We don't want that to happen. So do your homework, research your comps, get a good realtor, and make sure you have people that's going to let you know before you start in your real estate or your renovations. Sorry, before you do that, you have a map about where you want to go, how much to invest in there, and how much you're going to profit. All right, guys. So, hey, it's 2 rooms in the house that people tend to really focus on. One is the kitchen. 2 is the bathroom. So you want to make sure you wrap, everything that you do in the house, wrap it in the kitchen, wrap it in your bathrooms, put a little bit more money in those 2 rooms, and that will make your house look, look beautiful. If you cut corners in your bathroom and you cut corners in your kitchen, then I believe that you're going to have some issues, selling the house, because that's the 2 things people focus on. So if you cut corners where people focus on, then guess what? People are not going to be interested in the house. So you want to make sure. So again, the bedroom, you have to make sure it resembles the whole house. Everybody when they walks in their house saying, wow, it's a beautiful house. But when they go into their bedroom, they definitely want to keep that same mindset, how beautiful this house is. So you're gonna make sure, keep in mind of that, and do what you have to do. And here's the bathroom, the master bathroom at that. So hey, look how beautiful this tub is. The tub is beautiful. You wanna make sure you do things just like that to make this bathroom beautiful. And another thing is, look how beautiful this shower is. You walk in, you're gonna get that look. So yeah, look, you have a good view out there while you're taking your bath. You have 2 vanities, you see? And look at how huge this closet is. Sorry we don't have any light right now, but look how huge this closet is. It's selling point. So people love space. So, make sure you give people what they want in their houses, and you will be selling quickly. All right, guys, I gave you the do's and I gave you the don'ts in real estate. So hopefully you guys learned something in this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And hey, even if you're not an investor, you're not trying to, buy and flip, maybe you want to just do renovations in your own home, you can still take those few tips and get the best out of your property. You can even start to, get the equity in your house and get line of credit, get more money for you. Just remember to do the right thing the first time. You will never have to go back. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.